So bad policies aren't the only thing that is making Democrats nervous about Joe Biden. Tonight, we start our week-long series breaking down why Joe Biden is, well, Dangerous Joe. First and foremost, his cognitive decline is impossible to ignore. Daily gaffes, constant confusion. Even the leftists at Saturday Night Live see it. So they take part in Operation Oust Joe Biden too.
A video has also gone viral of President Biden finishing a speech in North Carolina, then apparently turning to shake hands with an invisible person. Hey, her name is Kamala.
Well, she certainly is invisible, especially at the border. But it really isn't funny at all. Watch the video on your screen. He is in a mental state that poses a real national security risk. Watch him trying to shake hands with nobody. And he gets confused. He has no clue of what's going on. We know he can't run a nation. Our enemies know it too. Well, I'm joined now by a neurosurgery specialist who can explain how serious these Joe Biden gaffes are, because they aren't just gaffes. They may be a sign of mild to mid-stage dementia. Dr. Angel Boev is with us. Doctor, welcome back.
Hi, Grant. Thanks for having me.
So, Doc, I want to go through a few clips of Joe Biden and get your professional opinion of what may be going on here. You saw the video of him shaking hands with nobody. We can all laugh about it, but could that be a sign of worse things?
Absolutely, Grant. What we've seen in the past week alone, from the president trying to shake hands with the heir, to him appearing quite lost at the White House during President Obama's dinner when he went to visit, to doing his Easter speech this weekend, when Jill Biden, Mrs. Biden, told him what to do, wave at people as he was departing the stage. There's clearly been a continued decline, not only a present but continued worsening decline in his cognitive state since he took office. There's absolutely no question there are signs of dementia. There's absolutely no question there are signs of, unfortunately, worsening cognitive decline. And as you pointed out in your program earlier, a few minutes ago, this is clearly affecting domestic policy, foreign policy, et cetera.
So, Doc, let me play that clip from the Easter dinner where Jill has to give him instructions. And then I want to get your reaction to it from a medical perspective about what could be going on in Joe Biden's mind here. Let's play clip 19.
Thank you, and happy Easter. All right.
All right, so she whispers wave there. From a medical perspective, do you see this in patients that are suffering from dementia?
We absolutely do, Grant. This is one of the hallmark signs of such. There's, again, the higher level cognitive function, frankly, even the basic cognitive functions here are impaired. I mean, there's no fluidity of speech. There is deviation from a topic in mid-sentence. Frankly, if you look in the past presidents have gone off script to prove a point strategically at times. We've all seen this. It's challenging to watch our current president finding it difficult to stay on script. He comes off script and then goes off on tangents that make absolutely no sense. He's being directed by Mrs. Biden to wave at people as he tries to depart the stage. But frankly, Grant, we saw this during the healthcare passage back in 2010 under President Obama when Joe Biden was on the mic approaching the President Obama at the time, congratulating him on this big effing deal. And Obama had to tell Mr. Biden that it was okay to move on. This is not new. It's just really progressed significantly to the point of frankly, being embarrassing.
Let me play one more clip from you. This is one where he tells a lie over and over again, and really the same story that he drives 18-wheelers over and over again. He sounds like, God rest his soul, my old great-grandfather who used to tell stories like this over and over and over again. We all heard them before. Watch this.
I decided to ride out with him, see what it was like on the strike. And I was driving, going through Shiloh, Ohio. And and his handle was Big 10. And remember, everybody, all the truck stops were being blockaded at the time during the strike. The only woman truck driver I ever knew I met that day, she said, "This is Big Mama, no room." Swear to God, true story. Swear to God. He said, "I've got a United States Senator driving my truck." She said, "I got the damn president in mind, so what?"
So again, hard to follow, but and telling similar stories over and over again. Doctor, your last analysis of that.
Clearly, there are signs of dementia. Clearly, there are signs of cognitive dysfunction. And I think what this begs the question as to the decisions that the president is making clearly don't appear to come from him. He doesn't seem to have the cognitive capacity to make these executive decisions, both regarding domestic or foreign policy. We've seen the effects of that, the disastrous effects of that. It begs the question as to who really is running the country at this point.
Well, it certainly can't be him with the state that he is in. Dr. Angel Boev, I will just say this as we leave. You and I have talked about this before. You've gotten to watch probably more video of this potential patient than any patient in your career. So I know that you take this very seriously when you level statements like he suffers from mid to mild stage dementia. You're saying that after watching a lot of video of him. Lastly, just the last 5 or 10 seconds. Correct statement. True?
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I've suggested in the past that a cognitive test here is would not only be helpful, it's absolutely necessary at this point.
Yeah. Dr. Angel Boev, I know it takes a lot of guts to speak out like this, and we appreciate your professional opinion on all of it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Grant. Thanks for having me.